BTB Savage,
This is a certified hood classic.
I was just thinking about it and I forgot a lot about the story. So I'm like, let me watch this story and give it to the squad. You know what I'm saying? For everybody that might know, might not know, might have forgot about the story. Let me just watch this with my family, man. Hey, make sure y'all go to the link in the description and get my YouTube course. Listen, it's $150 and I'm literally going to show you step by step how to clip farm, how to edit, how to film, how to distribute, okay, how to get sponsorships. I'm walking you through how to develop your character online. I'm walking you through all of that. So go click the link in the description and learn how to get rich. Ain't nobody else teaching you what I'm teaching you. Trust.
Before 11:30 p.m., the San Antonio Police Department responded to the Augusta Flat Apartments after reports of a shooting.
Woo-wee.
Officers arrived on scene, making their way to the 4th floor, where they located an apartment door with nearly a dozen bullet holes going through it.
Crazy.
Inside the apartment, a man lay dead in a pool of his own blood. He was identified as 34-year-old Omar Richardson, a
34 years old,
who
still
just
robbing.
recently was released from federal prison after a 33-month sentence.
And he just got out the feds 33 months straight. And the first thing you do is try to rob a scam rapper. At 34 years old, you try to rob a scam rapper in his apartment. Why would you rob a nigga where he live at? Like he don't like
eating marijuana with a Draco. He was on federal supervision at the time of his death. Officers would be notified of a male gunshot victim arriving at a local hospital, and investigators would be sent to speak with him in regards to the shooting. 26-year-old Daryl Gentry had been shot in the elbow, suffering a fracture, and had passed out at the hospital from loss of blood.
Passed out? That's crazy.
Once awakened and comfortable, he broke down to investigators what had happened.
He's smoking that grabba leaf, though.
He broke down to investigate.
He's smoking grabba leaf, though. We don't want to know. You should say it.
Is what had happened.
Your own word.
Going by the name BTB Savage, Daryl explained he's a rapper who was asked for a feature by someone he somewhat knew. Being that it was already late, Savage just wanted to get the feature over with and make his money.
Why you ain't just... This was a bad move, though. Don't bring ever in your life, don't you ever bring a nigga you don't know to your crib. Ever. Especially if you got some money, some change, some motion, some cash, some designer. No. Bad idea, bro. Bad call, bro. Under no circumstances, you ain't never supposed to do no shit like that.
But when he said he was missing certain recording equipment, the alleged artist named Ishmael claimed to have it, which set off a red flag in Savage's head. He hesitantly decided to invite them over anyways. They'd arrive in a vehicle with multiple people inside, and Savage would ask who they were, as he was unsure if they were just dropping Ishmael off or planning on coming inside. Ishmael would say they were his crew, but said to just let his uncle come, and asked if his uncle could use the bathroom. His uncle was really his stepfather, Omar Richardson.
So he just a send-off. So you with your stepson, just overly stupid. You come with your stepson to do a robbery after you just got out of prison? It's just dumb. Like, I feel like shit like that is just dumb, bro. It's like, how many chances you think God gonna give you before it's just over with?
Everything was cordial on the way to the apartment, but Savage would notice how when Omar went to use the bathroom, it seemed he was taking the opportunity to look around and see who else was inside.
Right.
Savage had been alone with just his fiance and his 4-year-old son. Getting the equipment ready, Ishmael would notice he was missing something, and Omar, the pretend uncle, would tell him to go get it. Another red flag as Savage wondered why the artist was going to get the equipment instead of Omar. Ishmael would leave the apartment and Savage would lock the door when Omar would say he wasn't on that type of time before pulling out money to show nothing funny was happening.
That's why you don't listen. That's why you...
Savage's chain, asked if he could smoke, and the two would start rolling up when Savage took out his own gun, placing it on the counter. At that time, Omar grabbed the gun, asking him what type it is. Savage would tell him he's making him uncomfortable and ask for the gun back when Omar turned the gun on him, pulled his own gun out, and aimed the second gun at Savage's fiance.
That's how it happened.
Sitting on the couch. He demanded the money Savage was seen flexing on Instagram and demanded his jewelry. Savage would go to take off his chain when Omar moved in, and Savage wrapped up while the two wrestled to the ground as a shot went off. Savage's fiance was able to get control of one of the guns.
Oh, she was right there? I thought she was in the... I thought the girl was in the back room.
top of Savage.
That's crazy.
She fired twice, striking Omar while the two continued wrestling on the floor. As the two wrestled in blood, shots started firing through the front door into the apartment by gunmen outside. His fiance would fire 2 shots back out the door when Savage told her to shoot Omar again.
Pop his ass
She'd
again,
aim,
no cap.
fire, and strike Savage in the elbow, fracturing his bone while his arm went limp.
That's okay.
She'd shoot Omar again as the
I would have been like, hey, girl, you shot me. That's okay. Shoot his ass again. I'm sorry. It's okay. Pimpin', keep shooting that nigga though. Fuck is you talking about? Don't stop shooting.
wounds now started to take a toll on his dying body.
Y'all always ask me to show y'all exactly how to get rich on YouTube, so I made a full-blown course. It's not complete yet, but you can order it right now. There's 5 hours of content in it right now. It'll be like 12 or 15-hour full course once it's done. It'll be done by April 1st, all right? So click the link in the description, get your course, and start learning how to really get rich on YouTube. I'm not just no one-hit wonder type guy. No, I have more than 40 channels that make me hundreds of thousands of dollars all together every single month. Like, I'm checking straight bags off of this, just sitting in my crib, recording, making videos. So if you want to learn exactly how I do it, I'm showing you how to clip farm, how to edit, how to upload, how to make thumbnails, how to develop your character, how to make shorts, how to make clips, right? I'm giving you every piece of every single type of strategy that you will ever need to get rich on YouTube. So click that link. It's not a super cheap course, but it ain't expensive. It's only $150. And if you use the code MACMULA, you could get 20% off of that $150. So go get you some money.
As he tried to get up, only for his legs to buckle.
Yeah.
He then crawled while Savage placed his hand over Omar's, firing the gun to empty out the ammo. Once Omar realized he was defeated, he started begging for his life. Savage would take his sleeping son and fiance from
How the hell his
apartment,
son still asleep?
leaving Omar to die as they made their way to the hospital.
I would have did the same thing. I'm
Investigators
not
would
helping
tell
you.
Savage they were ruling the shooting as self-defense, and behind the scenes, a relative of Omar's would reach out to Savage, telling him his brother was in the wrong for what he did, especially with Savage's son being home.
He was, though. That's how I would feel about if that was my brother. I would not feel no, like, you know what I'm saying? I would not feel like no certain way about what BTB Savage did if that was my brother. Like, I would be mad that my brother gone, but my brother just got, if my brother just got out the feds, he was already a felon before that. He just got out the feds, and he come with his stepson to rob a nigga with his little boy in the car, in the crib. You doing set up robberies at his house like he don't got guns on him and all that. You know what I'm saying? Only mistake I think BTB Savage made 3 main mistakes in this story. The first mistake was even going to letting these niggas come to your crib in the first place. You don't never, ever bring no niggas you don't know to your crib. Ever, bro. Especially when you got a wife and a kid at home. Nigga, I wouldn't even bring my homeboys to my crib. It's like 1 or 2 niggas in the world, other than my real family, that'll come to my, that'll know where I live and come to my crib and know where shit at, know where the bath. You know what I'm saying, though? Other than that, I ain't opening my crib up to no random motherfuckers. That's number 1. Number 2, okay, you don't pull your gun out and put it on the table at all. Unless you really cool with these niggas or you feel like you ain't got nothing to lose. You know what I'm saying? Not at your crib, though. You keep that gun on you. You don't let that gun come up off you. That's the second thing. And the third thing was when he took that picture with that dried up blood in the apartment. When he took that picture, he fucked up because he put a battery in niggas' backs to want to come kill him. And he wasn't even like a gangster for real. He was just a nigga getting money, scamming, doing, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't really a gangster out here catching bodies, you know what I'm saying, dissing dead niggas and shit. He was swag money rapping. But he put that target on his back by taking a picture and flexing. It make niggas feel like they gotta do something to you now, you know?
He'd further state there was no beef and they were willing to accept the loss. And it would seem things would be able to move forward without consequence.
Did he move to Houston or something?
Social media lit a fire that couldn't be put out.
Yep.
Vlad TV would get in contact with BTB Savage for an interview, and according to a source close to BTB, had to somewhat convince him to do the paid interview by promising how viral he'd become and saying he'd promote the mixtape.
Now, see, this is when you don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, nigga. No. Vlad ain't get no fuck about how viral he is. Vlad seen that he was already viral. That's why Vlad wanted to do the interview. Vlad didn't want to do the interview because his story was already viral. Vlad wanted to pay his ass a few dollars to do the interview, make his profit, which he did. He ain't give a fuck about if this nigga lived or died. You think he cared? Hell no, he didn't care. When he died, it probably made the interview go up even more. You think he give a fuck? You know, Vlad ain't interview him and say, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? We're going to release this in a few months after everything die down. You know, we really want you to make sure you safe. So, you know, if you want me to get you a hotel, like it wasn't out of no genuine, I'm just trying to help you. Hey, I'm trying to make you go viral. No, nigga, you wanted to make some money off his ass.
Those close to Savage, especially family,
don't do it.
Warned him to leave it alone.
Tell you.
This interview would be the match that lit the fire.
Yep.
March 26, 2023, Vlad TV would post a 31-minute long interview titled BTB Savage on him and his girlfriend killing a man who tried to rob him. With the views rising, BTB saw how much he could capitalize off the situation, and 2 days later, posted a picture of himself standing in the dry blood from the...
So he posted this after Vlad interview. That changes things a little bit. Not gonna lie. Because now, I think that's what put the battery and Savage back to be like, oh, niggas is going viral. I bet you if I go take a picture in this blood, I bet you that shit gonna go over crazy. But you gotta realize the spiritual warfare. You know how many demons you just activated when you did that? All that crazy energy, bro. Like, this the type of shit I be saying. Like, people gotta be more humble in life, bro. Because if something like, God forbid this ever happened to me, but if I was in BTB Savage shoes, there's no way I'm doing no shit like this because I don't even feel proud about it. Hell yeah, I'm going to talk my shit to my homie and to myself in a bathroom in the mirror. Motherfucker, gonna try me, nigga. You think I ain't gonna... You know what I'm saying? But it's two things. First of all, BTB Savage didn't even do nothing. All he did was wrestle for the gun. His girl the one shot the nigga. So it's not even nothing to flex on. It's just, I know he wanted to go crazy. He wanted to get clout, but I don't think he realized, like, bro, you talking about somebody that really died, bro. You gonna go back to the place he died with the bullet holes in the door and the blood still on the floor? You gonna go back and take a picture flexing with your watch up? No, bro.
Crime scene with a caption reading, fast forward to death day, make him meet his maker. Broke, beefing, make his mama throw a fundraiser.
No, he dissing and shit
was
too?
now
No.
The death of Omar.
No.
He technically didn't even kill.
Right.
And Omar's family didn't hesitate to respond. A member of Omar's family sent a message promising to make his mama cry while their mama cried. Savage's own mom would call him telling him to take the picture down,
please,
but he wouldn't do it. He told her the man deserved what happened after trying to rob him and threaten.
He did deserve what happened, but you don't need to post on it and put fire on it. You see what I'm saying? If he would have just shut the fuck up, nobody would have had the battery and like the wherewithal. They wouldn't have been so motivated to do something to him, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you how niggas is, bro. You could slap the shit out of somebody and straight just rob them, bitch them, however you think, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? And if it's not on camera, dude might get over it. 2 years later, he might see you and get scared. And not even say nothing. Y'all might be cool. Who knows? But if you slap him and bitch him and rob him on camera, and you put it and you post it and you clowning him and you trolling and you, that nigga might kill you. Just so he don't look like a hoe to the internet. And he'll go to jail for it too. Just so he don't look like a hoe to the internet. I'm telling you, bro, that's how niggas is.
Kill his family. He said if it had been him that died, they'd be bragging about it online. And he was right.
That don't make it right,
2023, BTB Savage would post 2 more graphic pictures to his Twitter at 5:04 p.m.
Who took the picture?
An hour later, he'd be found dead.
Damn,
his white
an hour later.
Was sprayed with bullets when 2 shooters opened fire from within a vehicle before getting out and gunning him down.
Damn.
Witnesses described the shooters as wearing all black with black shades, and the
Is that him?
suspect vehicle is a black Subaru.
That's them
Officers
following him.
arriving on scene
Damn.
immediately determined the shooting was targeted,
Hell yeah.
with well over 50 shots having been fired.
Damn.
But wouldn't understand the motive, as BTB was killed in Houston,
Right.
3 hours away from San Antonio.
That's nothing though, bro. That's nothing. That is nothing. 3 hours is nothing, bro. That's not that far. I promise. Like that, anybody can drive 3 hours, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. You flame up a blunt, play an album, you halfway there. Switch, nigga, get in the car, play a blunt up, and you feel me? That's the same thing when Fulio went to Tampa. Like that's 3 hours from Jacksonville. Same thing, bro. He should have took his ass to
the rapper says he was
Seattle.
to leave San Antonio, if not the entire state of Texas, after the failed robbery attempt.
He should have went to Seattle, nigga, or Vermont. He should have went as far away as possible, like literally, like.
Ed, he chose Houston because he had friends there, or so he thought.
So he thought.
Fellow YouTuber Seti Nash would highlight the fact that the internet has indicted a Houston rapper after a self-incriminating post. BJ goddamn would apparently take to Instagram with the post reading, "Hey, somebody tag Vlad TV ASAP, goddammit, and tell his ass BJ trying to see when he gonna do another interview with that BTB Savage guy. Probably never again, huh, doggy?" The post was deleted soon after, but was said to have been posted before BTB Savage
was even announced,
identified as the victim.
Damn.
What's even more interesting is the fact that his almost all-black outfit and black shades closely matched the description of the shooters that hadn't even been described yet.
Right.
A source close to BTB Savage states the picture of BJ was taken near the crime scene.
Wow.
And those that played a role in BTB's death were present at the crime scene after the fact.
Damn.
It's also alleged that one of BTB's own friends, who had a key to where he was staying, let one of the men involved in the murder into the apartment.
Damn.
Where they stole all of BTB's clothes, money, and jewelry.
That's
crazy,
crazy,
A family member of Omar
I didn't know that.
Facebook saying, "We having a block party tonight," followed by Bank of America sent that hit. They got tired of him taking their money. The same source that
and it's like the same thing that just got him killed. You doing that don't make sense to me. If I see a nigga jump off the bridge and pass away after he jump off the bridge, I'm not jumping off the bridge after him. I'm gonna be like, oh shit, that look like it hurt. That nigga dead? Oh, I'm not jumping off that if I take my motherfucking ass. You feel me? I don't understand that, bro.
That hit. They got tired of him taking their money. The same source that provided me with information for this video has told me law enforcement received all the video evidence from the attempted robbery incident involving Omar. There is even more evidence involving BTB Savage's murder, which is now being investigated by the feds, and the arrest can be expected soon.
If they ever catch him,
BTB Savage, or Daryl Gentry, was a rapper who portrayed to be a scammer, but in all actuality lived a very different life. Originally from Cleveland, Ohio, he moved to San Antonio at the age of 6, where one of his brothers was receiving cancer treatment.
Damn.
An honor roll student, Daryl would graduate with a 4.0 GPA before following in his mother's footsteps and joining the army.
Wow.
Daryl wasn't from
She looked just like Miss Calloway. Miss Calloway was, I think she's the principal now, but she was the assistant principal when I was at Kenwood in Chicago. She looked just like her. I wonder if they related it somehow.
But understood to succeed in music, he'd need to look the part.
Yeah.
He didn't portray.
But that's what y'all don't get though. Like, one thing I don't understand about niggas is, why do y'all think you have to portray this skinny jean, designer wearing, chain, grill, kind of like a gangster's like criminal image? You know how many rappers that is rich as hell and don't rap about no crimes? Ain't on no drill shit? That's most of the rich people do that. You know that, right? Don Toliver, Gunna, Young, well, I ain't gonna say Young Thug, but Gunna for sure. Like Brent Faiyaz, what's his name? Bryson Tiller, Summer Walker, Tory Lanez. Like the biggest artists in the world don't have to do the gangster shit. They just focus. They learn how to make good music, and they make good music. That's where the money's at, bro. Not in all this drill, gang, bang, bang, I'm a criminal shit, bro. The money is in the other shit. 'Cause all all of me, loves all of you. The little Uzis and you know what I'm saying though? That's where the money at. The Trippy Reds. You feel me though? The Drakes.
Like, be a killer, and when a man tried to rob him, he fought back while his fiance was able to wound the man so their family could escape.
Right.
His biggest mistake
posting
was
that
listening
picture
to the people that never cared instead of hearing those who did.
Yep.
His family warned him against speaking on the incident.
Shouldn't have did
as
that.
The other family grieved. But the thought of the biggest interview of his career was too tempting.
Because think about it too like this, bro. If somebody killed your brother and your brother was trying to rob him, most people can understand that. If BTB Savage don't say nothing for 3 months and then he come out and everybody asking him about it, he like, listen, bro, I hate the fact that he had to pass away. And if I could do that shit again, bro, I wish it went another way. Like, rest in peace to him. I'm sorry that had to happen, man. I'm sorry that had to happen. It put me between a place, but I cry about that shit all the time. Like, it hurt me. Please, y'all stop trolling him. Y'all stop dissing him. Like, rest in peace to that soul, bro. He probably was just desperate trying to rob it. Like, I understand where he was coming from. I wish that didn't have to happen. If he came on some shit like that, I don't think the family want to kill him. Be honest with you, bro. I don't. I don't. If he do that, if he move to Seattle, if he keep rapping, if he keep pushing this shit out, if he stay low key, I think he perfect. I think he's still alive to this day, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Knowing how rappers' careers infamously blow after beating murders, he saw the potential.
He saw the opportunity.
Posting those pictures. While he could have taken his life in any direction he wanted,
they got the killers too.
He chose to rap, chose to do that interview, and unfortunately can't change his decision. Now, I spoke with a reliable source that's very close to what happened.
Some old nigga.
And that's why in this video you hear me say some things that don't exactly align with
the news
Vlad
report.
TV interview
that
BTB Savage gave.
Okay.
But trust and believe everything that took place inside of that apartment was recorded on video from inside and outside. Now, there's a lot of different ways to feel about this. He was mocking the death of the man that he didn't even actually kill. His girlfriend did it, but he saw a way that he could potentially blow up, and it happens all the time. Gucci Man is infamously tied to a murder. They're saying that he didn't even commit now. The Baby has been tied to a murder. Not even a murder, it was just a self-defense shooting inside of a Walmart. I mean, there's so many different rappers. Chief Keef, when the whole incident happened with Lil JoJo, even though he didn't directly have anything to do with it, it added to his infamy. And because BTB Savage wasn't the biggest rapper, he most likely saw the potential in the situation. And he was being told, look,
all clout ain't, just like how all money ain't good money, all clout ain't good clout, bro.
Take advantage of this.
I promise you.
We can do an interview, it'll blow up. He was probably being told by other people he knows to go do an interview and talk about it and do this and do that. He listened to those people. He listened to the people that never cared instead of listening to the ones that did. And I'm not blaming Vlad TV in any way, shape, or form. I want to make that clear. I said he got killed days after the interview because that's exactly what happened. I said the family was infuriated by.
I don't think Vlad TV wanted him to die. I just don't think Vlad TV cared. Like, you got to understand. Like, I don't think Vlad TV. That's not Vlad TV's bottom line. Vlad TV's bottom line in his business is interviews. So it's like. That's why I just want y'all to know Vlad TV ain't y'all friend. He not necessarily y'all enemy, but he ain't y'all friend though. Like, that nigga ain't care what happened to him. As long as he went viral, he ain't care. He wanted to document the shit.
The interview, because that's exactly what I'm told by a source close to the situation.
What'd he say?
The interview, because that's exactly what happened. I said the family was infuriated by the interview because that's exactly what I'm told by a source close to the situation.
Right.
Is exactly what happened.
Right.
Vlad was doing his job and offering whatever he offered. Hey, come on my platform and talk about this. And people pointed out he never even asked him about the music. I mean, he can ask whatever the fuck he wants to ask. It's his platform. At the end of the day, I'm pretty sure we all know why he was given the opportunity to go up there. Now, could he have done the interview without the pictures? Yeah, but he made that decision as well. Now, as far as the rapper posting, hey Vlad, ask him to do an interview again and all that, I don't even know what to think. If he ends up getting booked for that, that's you played. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
And if he doesn't get booked for it, he's just clout chasing the situation. That in itself is just another thing that's like weak, you know?
Loser,
You
yeah.
got some people that will actually be involved in shootings and murders and try to benefit off of it. And then you got people that ain't even involved that try to involve themselves
Right.
for the fame,
Clown
for
shit.
the clout, and for the attention. But drop y'all thoughts in the comment section. I'm gonna
Yeah, I never knew the full story like that. So I'm actually glad I watched the vid. Shout out to 90J. But damn. Yeah, I think he just made mistakes, bro. I think he seen the money and ain't nothing else matter to him. But you gotta always, like I said, all clout ain't good clout. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get your clout the right way, bro, you know? He already had the Vlad TV attention on him. It was time for him to go crazy with the music. While he had that attention, it was time for him to go crazy with the clothing line or whatever he was gonna do. That's what it was time for him to go crazy with, not the shit he did. You know what I'm saying? But rest in peace to him. But I think we can learn from this though, too.